How'd that one feel, Geno?
Great to get a win. Great to get a win, especially at home in front of our fans. I thought the crowd was electric once again, and it's always good to get a win.
What was that chemistry like with DK on the final drive? You targeted him 3 times, I think, right?
Yeah, DK and I, he's such a special player. Anytime we get a chance to get him the ball, especially when the game's on the line, he continues to show up and show you exactly who he is. I believe he's one of the better receivers in the game. I feel like, he played a tremendous game today, and we got to keep that up. We got to keep building on that.
The drive before that was 4 balls to Tyler Lockett. Just to have both those guys out there with the game on the line, something like that.
Yeah, as you can see, D coordinators are trying just about everything to guard those guys, and it's really hard, for them to do it. So, either they're going to, they're going to double DK or they're going to double Tyler. And my job is to find the single, the guy who's matched up one-on-one. Typically those guys win their one-on-ones, and, I felt like Tyler had a great game. But it really started with protection, started with play calling. I felt like, all 11 played together today, no matter the circumstance. Started out a little rough, but we still got to, found a way to get it done.
You've always prioritized winning above everything else, but you've also been a little hard on yourself when you don't play the way you want to play. Just come out today, put up 367 yards, no turnovers. Have a day like that. How important is that for you?
Yeah, it really doesn't matter to me personally. Like I always tell you guys, I know who I am as a player. I know exactly what I can do, and I always remain confident in that. But I felt like just to get a win, coming back after last week, felt like we did a lot of uncharacteristic things in that last game, and it was important for us to kind of get back to who we are today. And I felt like we did that. Like I said, I feel like Shane called an amazing game. I felt like the O-line did exactly what they were supposed to do. They were great in the run game, great in the passing game. It allowed us to, really just dial up some plays and get some guys going. And even with that, I still feel like we left some stuff out there. So a lot of room for improvement.
When you dump off that pass to Ken, are you thinking, hey, this is maybe a 5-10 yard gain? And then how did you see that sort of play out?
Yeah, anytime Ken gets the ball, man, it's a chance for a touchdown. And so whenever you dump it off to him, 3-yard pass, 60-something yard touchdown, I'll take them all like that. And Ken's such a great player. You just got to figure out ways to get him the ball in space. We were trying to attack a different part of the field on that. They took it away. I felt like I did something I was supposed to do, which check it down, and was rewarded by a great play by Ken.
He said he told you that going to overtime before that last series, that going to overtime was okay.
Yeah.
And did you have that? Did you change your approach in any way at all because of that, or?
Not at all. Not at all. And I think that was Coach's way of reminding me, not to do nothing crazy with the football right there. But, when we're in that situation, we're right at home. We practice that every single day in the VMAC. We knew exactly how much time we had, how many timeouts, just about everything that we needed to do. We knew what to do. And like I said, I feel like Shane called a great game down the stretch. DK made some tremendous plays. I mean, just being exactly who he is. And then how about J-Mah just going in there and finishing the game off, really doing what he did, making 5 field goals. We needed every one of them.
In games like that, how important is level-headedness? What does that provide you clarity-wise in the situation?
It's everything. It's everything. And, Coach Carroll did a great job last night talking to the team. He talked about quieting, the voice in the head, right? Quieting the mind. And for me, and maybe some other players, I feel like I'm my own worst enemy sometimes. I'm pushing myself to be the best I can be, and, sometimes that gets to me. But, Coach did a great job at making sure that I was level-headed and had a clear mind, and that allowed me to go out there and play the game I played.
What do you remind yourself of in that moment? What do you go back to? Is there a cue or something that gets you back there?
No, not really a cue. Just playing football, going out there and finishing the game, do the next right thing, whatever that is, and making sure that I'm, always being in the right frame of mind so that I can go out there and just play clear, level-headed, and make the right plays.
Sometimes you're your own worst enemy. Yet this is the 3rd time this season you've let up late game here when you drive like that. What do you think? Pete used the word poise. What do you think it is that allows you to be in the right headspace in those moments?
I think, like you said, poise. That's the key factor in it. You got to be calm. The guys got to feel that calmness from you. You don't want to get, antsy or anything in the huddle, and, guys get a little nervous. So being calm, but also just being in that position so many times throughout my lifetime playing football, knowing that, you're either going to make the play or you're not. It's kind of ironic. I was listening to Kobe Bryant, one of his interviews, and he was talking about missing a game-winning shot, and he's like, unpacking what are you worried about? Are you a failure if you miss it? And I truly believe there is no failure. You just learn. And so if you whether you win or you lose, you got to continue to learn. And I think today we got it done, and that was all that mattered.
What were you thinking at halftime? Because you guys have put up a lot of yards, but you only got the 9 points and a couple of fourth downs that hadn't gone right, stuff like that.
Yeah. I felt like we were moving the ball. I felt like we kind of moved the ball up and down the field and then just weren't able to finish in the red zone. Something we talk about always, just trying to finish in the red zone. And, we knew that we get those opportunities again in the second half, and we all collectively said, we're going to finish. When the time comes, we're going to finish in the end zone, and it felt like we did it. We did that when we needed to.
It looked like you guys were protesting the grounding call at the end of the half there. What did officials tell you about that?
I just called intentional grounding, I thought it wasn't, but they called it. So just some things I can correct on that, maybe get the ball out faster so that they don't have to make that call.
You just tried to draw them off sides on that one fourth down? Or?
Yeah, just try to get them off sides.
What did you learn this week? You said it's not failure, it's learning. What did you learn?
Shoot, man, that you got to keep playing. You got to keep on playing. The game's never over, which we know. We've done this, time and time again, but it's always a constant, learning experience. That's just life in general. So just trying to learn from every single test, every single opportunity.
He does it a lot, but are you still, just wowed sometimes with some of those toe tap catches that Tyler makes?
Yeah. Every time you see it, man, it's like a wowing thing, man. Tyler is, again, he's got those small feet, man. He just knows how to get him in bounds. And, he's going to continue to make those plays. He practices that, but he's really great at it.
Are you also surprised to see sometimes how wide open he can get?
Yeah, not surprised, but very happy. Love for him to get wide open every single time, so make the throws easier. But, he's a great player. He's a guy we depend on, and he comes through, every single week.
All right, thanks, sir.
Thank you, guys.